r/AskReddit, what is one trend you wanna see make a comeback? Removed. With users' manuals. I miss reading up on my new game as I was taking a shit or going to sleep, sad face. And for games to actually be complete on release and not needing several updates to fix the game. Also bring back 2-player co-op, fuck all this online shit, I wanna go back to playing Halo 2 with my buddy. Like BG3. Or most Nintendo games. These exist. Translucent electronics like we had in the 90s. The ones that came in every color of the rainbow. Hell yeah. I left my CD Walkman out in the rain. I still have my blue translucent N64. Always thought it looked cool. One-time purchase ownership of product. Yes, you can buy digital copies of games and such, but if you lose access to that account for any reason, poof, gone. Not to mention, that you aren't buying a physical thing. You're buying an access code to a digital version. Of which, a company can yank your access to at any time. Like folks, you lost access to certain games when, I think, Ubisoft pulled said games from their storefront. Products so good your grandkids can inherit them. If purchase isn't ownership, then piracy isn't theft. Capes. Whoever got rid of capes should be shot. Edna Mode did this. Blame Edna. Frank Costanza's lawyer was the trendsetter. Yes. I love the ones with like a mini cape on the top part and then it continues to a longer cape, I hope you get what I mean. I love how prevalent she is in pop culture. The Incredibles was great, but Edna is incredible. See-through tech product. That shit was dope, let me see the wires and circuit board and shit. I found a see-through phone at a thrift store a while back, it's pretty cool lol. Affordable housing. My wife and I have 30-year-old comfy sweatshirts in better condition than newer ones. When I was your age our interest rates were 18%, you have it lucky. They always seem to leave out their brand new home costs $65,000 and it's now worth $500,000. And a living wage, where a 2-parent, 2-kids household can live comfortably from one income. Victory Gardens. r/gardening is still very active. Tons of people still garden and grow their own food. It's very common to see posts where people have a huge harvest and donate some of the produce to local food banks. It's a really nice, welcoming sub. White go-go boots. Former presidential candidate Ron DeSantis has entered the chat. Music scenes, the organic non-commercial kind of creativity. Yeah, maybe that's just your area. I live in a surprisingly semi-small town and can catch a local show like every other week. If I was willing to drive an hour or two I could catch cheap shows multiple times a week. I live in Washington BTW, kinda a music scene state. Boring politics. It was awesome when politics was boring. I can't upvote your comment enough, smiley face. I think Lodge cast iron frying pans are a good bet. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her. Frosted tips. Not that I like them, I just like judging people. One of the very young teachers at my child's school a couple of years ago had frosted tips. Had so much fun with that. Called him NSYNC one day and then came to the depressing realization that he was too young to have a clue who I was talking about. Still, I enjoyed the nostalgia of ripping it out of him. Well-built houses that last a century. Our 100-year-old ancestral house is in better shape than our 10-year-old apartment building. Just without the lead. JNCOs, but like, for business attire. I wouldn't mind seeing a platform similar to MySpace. The MySpace music scene was popping back in the day. Printed photographs. Briefly in 2012 it was deemed acceptable to wear a onesie in public. It's not going to stop me mind, but it'd be nice to not get the funny looks lol. Yes please. No mobile phones at gigs. Those shows like Gallagher where they break watermelons and other fruits on stage. Physical controls on car instrument panels for functions like the A/C give us back buttons and dials. Touch screens with layers of menus are not an appropriate UI for any function you might need to use whilst driving a car. How has an entire industry failed to grasp this? It seems way too dangerous to not have dials and buttons. I hope most car manufacturers have safety of ethics in mind. Public chainsaw juggling. I think there's a reason why the trend died. Lawn darts, anyone? Doing nice things for the homeless / less fortunate that aren't recorded. People still do that. You just aren't aware of it since they don't record it. Giving blood without it being a boomerang on your Insta story. Shout out to r/buy it for life. Tazo/pogs. Nice genuine neighbors. Could have had ABA. That thing got a Hemi. Jump roping. Double Dutch has a chokehold on me and amp, other kids in middle school. I remember when jump roping had a moment in the early/mid 2000s. Old school dating, or asking people out in person. Bring the romance back. I did that at Christmas. We actually had a date. Turns out he was a jerk that ghosted and then his girlfriend called me, but that's a whole other story. Privacy as a right, and a default for people designing products and services. Affordable housing. Sorry grandma, I don't want your radioactive fine china. Affordable groceries and cheap gas. Half-court basketball down at the local park with a bunch of kids you barely knew. Damn, that was fun. A home that you can afford to pay after contributing to society for years, without being in debt to a bank. Bands with musicians and songs with less than 30 songwriters. I mean, this still exists. They're just not being pushed by big labels, so you don't hear about them, but indie scenes are thriving nowadays in pretty much all genres. Also, the fact that credits have gotten absurdly long is in part due to the fact that we are better at keeping track of who is involved in songs. People that have contributed to a song 30 to 40 years ago in a non-significant manner wouldn't be listed in the credits, whereas nowadays they are. Low-rise jeans, crops tops, and chunky dye, I think my millennial is showing. Oh man, I still have a soft spot for low-rise jeans and some muffin top. I see crop tops everywhere. Board shorts with your swimsuit. Buy once products. I'm tired of subscriptions. Subscriptions are depressing. I'm letting my Netflix sub lapse soon and then I have no more subscriptions left. I've been deliberately buying a lot of second-hand games and DVDs, at least I know that I can come to them in 6 months and they'll still be there. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.